We all want to be understood, to be acknowledged, and to be loved. And when we don't have this, then we feel as though we are suffering in some way. And even sometimes if we feel like we are being very misunderstood, we will try to have another person see our point of view so badly so that we will try to do the same thing to them that they did to us so that they can really understand. But the problem with that is that what bothers you doesn't bother somebody else. And the world that you're living in, the point of view and the things that you believe, somebody else is not living in that same point of view, not with the same things that you believe. And the things that affect you in a certain way are not going to affect someone in that same way. And so we seek to be understood when there is no understanding that really needs to occur. Because what it is that our true suffering has come from is our disconnection from the Father, from the divine loving Creator, from the divine loving Mother. It is our disconnect from the divine that causes suffering in all kinds of ways, because it will have us believing in things that are not truthful. It will have us giving all of our energies into fear when we are meant to only give it into love. And when we do these fearful things, and when we feed our insecurities, which is just fear that we're not enough, that we're not loved, that we're not understood, that we're not going to be acknowledged, that we're not going to be accepted, when we feed our fears, like Christ said, you reap as you sow. And so then pretty soon around your life, you're going to see all these people, they don't accept me. Oh, I'm never accepted. And you will see the people that have experienced something over and over, they say the same thing. And the other people over here who are experiencing something else, they say the same thing, and it's because they believe it. And people on the outside will say, well, it's because of their experience. And I will tell you, no, it is because of the seeds of consciousness which they give their faith to, with no doubt, and they believe in. It is only our doubts, when we say that we want something, but we attach doubt to it, that in some way then we suffer. But when we do not attach any doubt to it, then we do not suffer in those ways. And so sometimes we grow up, and let's say that we have something. Well, you will continue throughout your life more than likely to have, and it is not because of where you grew up, it is not because of the parents, it is not because of this, it is purely and only because of the belief that you have around it. And yes, your circumstances shape that belief that you have within you and made it solid and solidified, but I am here to tell you it is only your belief that is creating that outcome. And therefore you can change your belief, and yes, it is a difficult thing to do. I understand you, understand me when I say it's a difficult thing. I'm a human too, been there, doing it, it's happening. But this is the truth, like it or not. And when we feed things that are not beneficial to us, then we will have outcomes in our life that are not beneficial to us. And when we feed things that are very beneficial to us, we will have outcomes in our life that are very beneficial to us. And so understand me when I say that if you can bring awareness to all of these things that are causing you grief and harm in your life, that means that you can shine some kind of light on them, then you can begin to break those things down that have been causing these doubtful, harmful energies inside of you, and you can shift them, and you can change them, and you can create true joy and happiness and laughing and fun and happiness, joyful moments in your life. Sometimes we go on believing that good things aren't meant for us. Maybe that they're meant for other people. Maybe that other people are superior to us. And when we put our energy into that, thinking that, oh, this person over here can do this and can do that, and I can't do that thing, then we are completely taken away from the thing that we are supposed to be doing. Because I'm here to tell you, my friends, every single one of us is completely different. And just because you have a plan for your life doesn't mean that everybody else has that same plan for their life. In fact, everybody's got a different plan. So they're not doing it wrong, you're not doing it wrong, we're just all doing different things. We all got different plans, we're all at different phases and different places, and sometimes 10 years difference can feel like a world apart when we're here in the 3D. But 10 years difference on the soul level is nothing. It's nothing. It could be one lesson. It could be one thing learned. But because we compare ourselves and we say, oh, this person over here can do that. And this person over here is really good at that, and they've already got this money thing mastered, or they've already got this talent thing mastered, or they've already got their relationships mastered, or they've got this or that, and then we begin to compare. And through this comparison, we take away the life that we are meant to be living. And we think, oh, we're meant to be living their life, and we're not meant to be living their life. We're meant to be living our life, and we're meant to be joyful and happy living in the now where we're at in our life right now. Like they say, comparison is the thief of joy, and it truly is. And why would we want to allow joy to be thieved from us, especially when it is our own mind doing it? It is only us that can steal away our own joy. And you could say, no, this person could do it to me. I'm a victim, and they did this to me, and now I don't have any joy. But it is an inner state, and you have a choice. There are two men sitting in a jail cell, and one is sitting there, and one is filled with happiness and joy, and one is filled with spite and bitterness and grief. That's the end of my story. You understand it's a choice. They're both in the same situation, both in the same environment, both eating the same food every day, both have the same amount of sunlight, both have the same bed, but it is an inner state and it is a choice. We choose. It's a decision that we're making every second of the day. And along with that, we're manifesting every second of the day too, and it is that feedback loop, that vibration that we're at, the joyful one or the hellish state that we're at, that's fear-based and spiteful and resentful and angry, do we get back, or the joyful, happy, laughter-filled, contentment life that we get back. I remember once I channeled a parable, and it was about a man on a train. You could go and look it up. And it's really saying that we have a choice. We're all going, and we don't know where we're going. You don't know where you're going. What's going to happen tomorrow? You might have a rough plan, but is that really going to happen? I don't know. You don't know. Who knows what's going to happen? We're all on a ride, on a journey, and anything could shift and change tomorrow, or the next day, or the one after that, and we just don't know. And the only guarantee that you have is your inner state, is your mind, is your consciousness, and you have a choice, and you get to decide every single day what it's going to be. Is it going to be wonderful? Are you going to fill it with things that make you feel bad and get yourself on negative thought loops that leave you feeling like you're just not lovable or good enough? That leave you feeling like, oh, things just don't work out for me? Well, I don't understand why anyone would choose that for themselves when they have a different choice. But I understand why we have been choosing it, because we didn't realize up until this point that we were choosing it and that it was a choice. And even if we did, we thought, well, we kind of got a choice, but we're just a person. And, we don't really have a choice, but we really do. And it's every second of the day. And the only way to get to that state where you feel good all the time is to literally cleanse your consciousness, mental cleanse away all of the anger and the resentment and the grief and the guilt and all the past traumas and all the bitterness and the sadness and all of the hate. All of it from your body, from your consciousness, to cleanse it away and take yourself back to that perfect state of equilibrium that the universe was created out of, which was love. It was a burst, a perfection of perfect purity of love. And when we can get ourselves back to that state, which is Christ's state, all of these enlightened masters emit life-giving consciousness all day, everything, to all things. Are you doing that? And if you are not, you will reap as you sow. You are going to get back those impure consciousness waves that you send out. They will return to sender. And you will blame someone else. You will think, oh, it's them, but it is you. It's you. You planted the seeds. And you'll say, well, it was their stupidity. No, it was not. You have a choice. Someone can say something, and you can choose to believe that they're a good person and that they're learning and they're wonderful and they're not stupid, or you could choose to believe that, oh, they're stupid. You see? You are the creator. You are the one making the decisions. You are the one with the choice. It's you. It's only you. And we take all these people outside of ourselves and we somehow weave them energetically into our story, and we say, oh, it's them. Oh, they have something to do with this, but they really don't. It's you. When I was young, I had quite an experience. I was 13, and My boyfriend was older than me. I assume he was 16 because he was driving, but can't really confirm that. And I look over at him, and I see that he is me. And I'm thinking, how is he me? And so then I thought deeper, and I thought, okay, well, if he's me, then is everybody else me too? Like, are all of my friends me? Are my parents me? Is everyone that I'm seeing me? Are they also me too? And being as how I was 13, this was a pretty deep thing for me to contemplate, even back then. And I've come to understand that it is indeed us that's giving ourselves these beautiful experiences. And so why would we want to be mad at this version of ourselves that is trying to teach us something and trying to get us to learn in some way? And perhaps the thing that we are trying to teach ourselves is boundaries, is how to say no, is how to put our foot down. Whatever it is that we need to learn, that is what it is that we are going to teach ourselves. But I want to tell you that the Spirit is in everything. There's nowhere that it's not. It's in the clouds, it's in the rocks, it's in the trees. My wonderful friend Gary out here in Sedona, he was telling me about the spirits in the clouds. And so I looked up and I realized, okay, Gary, of course you're absolutely right. And as I was looking down at the ground later that day, I noticed that every single rock had a face in it. And I understood that, okay, so the rocks are spirits too. And I've known this for a long time, that everything is the Spirit, right down to the floorboards, right down to the pen in your hand. Everything is the Spirit. There's nothing that is not. But sometimes we need this reminder that the world is really not solid, and it really is all Spirit presenting itself to us in the beautiful creation that we have created in our mind, or the hellish one. Because we have a choice. We get to choose, and we're making the decisions. But I love you all so very much, and I'm so thankful that you're here. And you know what? I understood you. I'm acknowledging you, and I'm loving you. And I want you to know that if you have not felt this way in your life, I bet that you expected people to not understand you. I bet you expected to feel unloved, and I bet you expected to feel unacknowledged, and so therefore you can expect different, because you do not know tomorrow that something absolutely wonderful will not happen for you, but you absolutely guarantee it for yourself when you believe that it will not. It is our seeds of consciousness that we plant. And so you can test this out. You can test it out. Just start today. Just start planting beautiful seeds of consciousness, giving life to everything that it is that you're seeing. So no judgments, no criticisms, no condemnation, no low vibrations. Just put out life into everything. And I want you to see how quickly that feedback loop feeds you back with life, with eternal life. Because you are loved, my dear friends, my dear ones, and I'm so thankful that you're here. Warmest hugs. My warmest love I send to you. Thank you so much for being here and for returning back again and again. I love you all so very much. You are very loved by the divine. You are very loved by myself. You are very loved down to the core of who you are. You are a beautiful soul being. Thank you for being here. I love you so much. I will see you in the next one. Take care.